Welcome to the shadowy corners of America's Wild West, where legends linger and mysteries unfold. In this series, we adventure into the darker, lesser-known tales of pioneers, outlaws, and ghost towns, each story wrapped in intrigue and the eerie silence of the past. Join us as we uncover the haunting truths and chilling secrets of a bygone era, where every whisper and shadow tells a story. In the spring of 1846, a group of pioneers led by George Donner and James F. Reed embarked on a journey to California, eager for new opportunities. Opting for a newly suggested but unproven route by Lansford Hastings, the Donner Party faced severe delays and challenges. As winter approached, they became trapped by an early, heavy snowfall in the Sierra Nevada. Isolated and desperate, their food supplies quickly depleted. Morale plummeted as the stranded settlers were driven to unspeakable acts, including cannibalism, to survive. The ordeal of the Donner Party remains one of the most harrowing and dark tales of pioneer endurance and despair. In the rugged Superstition Mountains of Arizona, the legend of the Lost Dutchman's gold mine has captivated treasure hunters for over a century. The mine was purportedly discovered by a German immigrant, Jacob Waltz, in the 19th century. Waltz died in 1891, leaving behind clues to its location but no definitive map. Many have ventured into the superstition seeking the mine's riches, often meeting mysterious fates, from unexplained disappearances to gruesome deaths. Surrounded by tales of curses and ghostly protectors, the Lost Dutchman's mine remains a potent symbol of the deadly allure of greed and the unsolved mysteries of the American West. Tombstone, Arizona, once the hub of the silver mining boom, is infamous not just for its rich history, but for its ghosts. After the legendary 1881 gunfight at the OK Corral, the town saw a surge in violence that left many unsavory souls unrested. Today, Tombstone is a prime destination for those seeking encounters with the paranormal. Visitors report seeing the spirits of cowboys, outlaws, and fallen ladies wandering the dusty streets and historic buildings. Some claim to hear voices and gunshots echoing from the past. The persistent hauntings contribute to Tombstone's reputation as one of the most haunted towns in America, cloaked in mystery and echoes of a wilder time. In 1896, Albert Jennings Fountain, a prominent attorney and former Texas state senator, vanished without a trace, along with his 8-year-old son, Henry, in the desolate plains of southern New Mexico. Fountain, known for prosecuting cattle rustlers and outlaws, was last seen returning from a court case in Lincoln. His empty wagon and the tracks of several riders were later found, suggesting a sinister fate. Despite extensive searches and trials, no one was convicted, and the bodies were never recovered. The mystery of their disappearance remains unsolved, casting a shadow over New Mexico's history and highlighting the lawlessness of the Wild West era. Thomas Edward Black Jack Ketchum was a notorious outlaw in the American Southwest, whose criminal career ended as gruesomely as it was lived. In 1901, Ketchum was captured after attempting a solitary train robbery, a crime for which he was sentenced to hang. The execution in Clayton, New Mexico turned horrifically wrong. The hangman miscalculated the drop, causing Ketchum's head to sever from his body in front of a stunned crowd. This gruesome event marked him as the only person in the history of the United States to be hanged for felony train robbery. Ketchum's shocking and grisly end emphasized the brutal realities of justice in the Wild West. El Muerto, or the Dead One, is a spine-chilling legend from the Texas plains. According to folklore, the story dates back to the early 1800s when Texas Rangers captured a notorious Mexican bandit. To serve as a grim warning to others, they executed him, decapitated his body, and strapped it to a wild Mustang, which was then set loose to roam. The headless rider was said to haunt the vast Texas landscape, a ghostly figure on horseback that spread fear among the local population. Over the years, numerous sightings of El Muerto have been reported, perpetuating his legacy as a macabre symbol of retribution and spectral justice in the Wild West. Bodie, once a bustling gold mining town with a population over 10,000, is now a preserved ghost town embodying the boom and bust of the California gold rush. After gold was discovered in 1859, Bodie flourished until the mines were depleted. It gradually declined into desolation. Today, it stands in arrested decay, a state park where only a small part of the town survives. But its streets and buildings are said to be haunted. Legend has it that the ghosts of miners still wander, and a curse afflicts those who take anything from the site, leading to numerous accounts of misfortune by pilferers, who reportedly returned artifacts to lift the curse. In Bannock, Montana, once a thriving gold rush town, stands the abandoned Hotel Meade. Originally built in 1875 as a county courthouse, it was later converted into a hotel as the town's fortune waned. Now it is a ghostly shell, reputed to be one of the most haunted buildings in Montana. Visitors and paranormal investigators report eerie phenomena, unexplained noises, sudden temperature drops, and sightings of spectral figures. One of the most persistent legends is that of Dorothy Dunn, a young girl who drowned nearby and is said to roam the hotel's hallways. Her ethereal presence a poignant reminder of Bannock's vibrant past and haunted present. The Massacre of Mountain Meadows is one of the darkest episodes in American frontier history. In September 1857, a wagon train composed of families from Arkansas, en route to California, was passing through southern Utah. There, Mormon militia, along with some Paiute Native Americans, laid siege to the immigrants. After 5 days, under a white flag of truce, the settlers were led from their encampment and systematically murdered by their attackers. Over 120 men, women, and children were killed, allegedly due to fears that the immigrants posed a threat to the local Mormon settlements. The incident remains controversial, clouded with accusations, denials, and profound sorrow. Grace Sherwood, known as the Witch of Pungo, was the last person convicted of witchcraft in Virginia in the early 18th century. A widowed herbalist, Sherwood faced accusations from her community in Virginia Beach for allegedly causing harm through supernatural means. In 1706, to test her innocence, she was subjected to a witch trial by water, where she was bound and thrown into a river. If she sank, she was innocent. If she floated, she was guilty. Grace floated, was convicted, and spent several years in jail. Her story highlights the superstitions and fears of colonial America, lingering in the area's folklore as a haunting tale of injustice. This concludes our series of dark and mysterious tales from America's past. Each story provides a unique glimpse into the complexities and challenges of life in historical contexts, rich with intrigue and spectral whispers.